Hello students, good afternoon to all of you. Hope you are all safe at home. Dear students, in the previous lecture, we discussed how to draw the outline classification of kingdom Animalia. Today, I am here with you to discuss the first phylum of kingdom Animalia from the group Non-Chordata, that is phylum Porifera. Here we will discuss the general characters of this phylum along with the examples. Dear students, as the name indicates, Porifera, these are pore-bearing animals and are commonly known as sponges. Most of these poriferans are marine. Now, what is marine? Marine animals are those which are found only in the seawater. But a few species of this group are also found in the freshwater, for example, Spongilla. Poriferans are found only in warm and shallow water. They cannot survive in cold water. They flourish best in warm and shallow water. Adults of this group are sessile and sedentary, that is, they are attached to some type of substratum. But their larvae are always motile. Motile means move from one place to another. The advantage of their larvae being motile is that these larvae move from one place to another, set up their colonies in another place, and in this way they avoid overcrowding. Poriferans are multicellular and have cellular level of organization. That is, they are the aggregates of only cells. There is no tissue formation in group Porifera. Their body is cylindrical, asymmetrical, or has radial symmetry. Poriferans are generally diploblastic. Diploblastic means they are derived from two embryonic germ layers, that is ectoderm and endoderm. Their body wall is made up of two layers, that is pinacoderm and conoderm. The outer layer is pinacoderm, whereas the inner layer is conoderm. Here I am showing you the longitudinal section of a sponge. You can see this is the outer layer. ये जो outer layer आपको दिख रही है, this is the pinacoderm and this layer is conoderm. This pinacoderm, which is the outer cellular layer, it is made up of two types of cells. Flattened pinacocytes and oval porocytes. ये जो बाहर आपको सेल्स दिख रहे हैं, ये जो बाहर वाली लाइन में है जो, these are the flattened pinacocytes. और अंदर की तरफ ये जो ओवल सेल्स आपको दिख रहे हैं, ये सेल्स दिख रहे हैं, these are the porocytes. So pinacoderm, which is also known as dermal layer, it is made up of two types of cells, flattened pinacocytes and oval porocytes. The inner layer, conoderm, this is the conoderm, which is also known as gastral layer. It consists of highly specialized flattened cells which are known as collar cells or conocytes. These cells, these are known as collar cells or conocytes and they bear flagella. Now, in between these two layers, दोनों layers के बीच में ये जो space है, ये पोरोसाइट्स के साथ ये जो स्पेस आपको दिख रही है, दिस इज mesohyle or mesenchyme. Actually, basically, mesenchyme is the non-cellular layer and it consists of various fibers. Non-cellular layer, it consists of collagen fibers. It consists of collagen fibers and a number of spicules of both pinacoderm and conoderm. It also consists of amoebocytes. Amoebocytes are the amoeba-like cells. These amoebocytes are of pinacoderm and conoderm. Actually, these pinacocytes, they are modified into different types of cells which perform different functions of the body. These modified cells are such as arcuocytes, thesmocytes, trophocytes, myocytes, scleroblasts, etc. etc. The arcuocytes, these are the totipotent cells. The totipotent cells are those which have the capacity to form new cells. The thesmocytes, they store food granules. Scleroblasts, they secrete spicules. The amoebocytes, they are modified into different types of cells to perform different body functions. The body wall of the porifrons, it consists of number of pores which are called ostia, through which water enters in the body through a canal system into the central body cavity called spongocoel. So the body cavity of the spongocoels is known as spongocoel. This cavity, ये जो cavity आपको दिख रही है, it is lined by the conocytes. It is known as spongocoel. It means in porifrons there are two types of pores. बॉडी जो पॉरीफ्रंस की बॉडी है उसमें दो टाइप के पोर्स होते हैं. एक होते हैं इनलेट पोर्स और ऑस्टिया स्मॉलर पोर्स. दीज आर आल्सो नोन एज इनहेलेंट पोर्स और इनलेट्स फॉर वाटर एंड a bigger pore, that is osculum, or the outlet pore. Water enters through ostia and leaves through the osculum. Now the question is that why can't water enter through osculum? पानी जो है ऑस्टिया से एंटर करता है और एस्क्यूलम से बाहर निकलता है. ऑस्क्यूलम से एंटर क्यों नहीं कर सकता? Now the answer is that because the flagella of conocytes, ये जो स्पॉन्जोसील आपने देखी, स्पॉन्जोसील में ये देखो आपको दिख रहे हैं ये कोनोसाइट्स इनके क्या है? फ्लैजिला. तो these flagella of conocytes, they beat upward and maintain the water current, and that is why water enters through ostia, goes into the spongocoel and leaves through the osculum. The sponges are microphagous. What are microphagous? Microphagous animals are those which feed on minute organisms. So sponges feed on microorganisms like bacteria, protozoa and smaller organic particles which enter the body through the water current and are ingested by the conocytes. Hence, digestion in sponges is intracellular. Respiration takes place by diffusion of oxygen from water flowing into the body. Sponges have a well-developed endoskeleton which is made up of either spongin fibers or calcareous or siliceous spicules, or a combination of both. Calcareous spicules are made up of calcium carbonate, whereas siliceous spicules are made up of silica. Excretory product in case of sponges is mainly ammonia, which is released from the body through outgoing water current. There are no special excretory organs for excretion in poriferans. Excretion generally takes place through the general body surface, and these are generally ammonotelic. What is ammonotelic? Why ammonotelic? Because their excretory product is ammonia. The organisms in which excretory product is ammonia, they are known as ammonotelic. There are no neurons in sponges because but these are sensitive to the external environment. Neurons नहीं हैं, फिर भी ये sensitive हैं. Why? Because they have pinacocytes. Pinacocytes कहाँ पे होते हैं? Pinacocytes are present in the pinacoderm. Pinacoderm में जो pinacocytes हैं, these are the contractile cells, and they help to increase or decrease the surface area of the sponge. Reproduction in case of sponges may be sexual or asexual. Asexual reproduction takes place by external or internal budding. Internal budding is the formation of gamules, or by disintegration of the body into reduction bodies, that is fragmentation. Gamules are the internal buds which are formed from the archaeocytes or the totipotent cells. ये मैंने पहले आपको बता दिया कि archaeocytes are the modified amoebocytes and they are totipotent cells which have the capacity to form new cells. Actually, they can remain dormant. These archaeocytes, they can remain dormant for many years, but when favorable conditions return, they reproduce asexually. Sexual reproduction in case of sponges takes place by the formation of gametes. These poriferans, they are hermaphrodite. Hermaphrodite means those organisms in which both the sex organs, male and female, are present in a single individual. So they are hermaphrodite. Male gamete enter the sponge through the water current and fertilize with ovum with the help of conocytes. Fertilization in case of poriferans is internal, but the development is indirect because it has larval stage. The larvae, these are distinct from the adult. Morphologically, they are distinct from the adult. Larvae are ciliated and free swimming. They are motile. The larval stages are amphiblastula or parenchyma or rhagon. The examples of the group Porifera are Spongilla. This is Spongilla, which is a freshwater sponge. Euspongia, which is also known as common bath sponge, and Sycon or Scypha, which is also known as Crohn's sponge. So students, today we discussed the general characters of phylum Porifera. In the next lecture, we will discuss the characters of phylum Coelenterata. Thank you.